Chud bobs around like an angry owl when he's mad. That's so true. Oh my god, dude. This guy's crimes are actually playing in his head right now. He's looking down at his hands and he sees red. He sees blood all over his hands. Boblax is like Charmander. This guy's like Charmeleon and Christian's like Charizard, you know?
Kuihman wants to come on apparently. I don't want to like bombard you with loads of people that are just gonna you.
I was not choking my chicken to her voice or anything like that.
I was not even suggesting that. I was not even implying that. Now, guys, we can finally, and there is more to go over. There is much more to go over. I've got Kumo's whole logs with a Synny person that I can look at. Which I will. But first, I think it's time to watch some of Chud talking to this fella. So Chud had this guy on after reacting to his video to talk to him. And then I joined. Oh, well, first FPS Diesel joined, and then I joined, then Diorio joined, then Kumo joined. So let's watch this.
Get down to the brass tacks of this. Let's get down to the
feedback from other people.
Test.
On your, like you can hear your voice?
I think we're good now.
Oh, okay. So I want to give you a heads up about something. I've only seen everything before the Synnibear call.
That's okay.
I was listening. Yeah, I was listening to it in my car while I was driving. I've been so stressed out about this situation. I actually haven't eaten anything all day.
Okay.
So, dude, this is so pathetic. Immediately trying to manipulate. I haven't even eaten anything today. Shut up. No one cares. Shut up. No one asked.
Okay, but are you comfortable to have this conversation now, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Like, here's the thing. Out of every video I've ever uploaded, this was the one I was the least confident on, and I was having very cold feet about it. And then Kumo,
is that why you sent it to me? Because you were a bit uncertain about it. You wanted some feedback. Is that right?
Yeah, well, partially, yeah. I wanted feedback from you. I wanted feedback from other people. Everyone I got it from seemed to think it was a solid video, but the problem is I only asked people who didn't really know about the situation so far. So I was like, okay, well, let me ask some more about.
Like, that's a great move, isn't it? So there's this really complicated, like, you know, convoluted grooming drama where the specifics of the grooming allegation, the key disagreement, is about whether the definition of grooming specifically maps onto the record of conversations that we've got publicly. So who did I go to for feedback on my video? Well, I went to people that have no idea about the situation and have no way to research and verify any of the claims and never will research or verify any of the claims in the video. Oh, great. You know, maybe if you were making a student short film, they would be great people to show your video to. But you're not. You're trying to vindicate someone on grooming allegations online. You should probably ask people who have a single clue what they're talking about. Like, is this not obvious? If you're doing a video that's about complex allegations like this, you should probably, when looking for feedback, ask people who have access to or have already seen the evidence. Maybe. No, is that crazy? I don't think that's particularly crazy.
Around about this because I want to make sure I'm careful with my wording because that's something I really struggle with.
Okay, you're talking a lot. I don't want to hear all your fucking words. Okay, let me ask you some questions. Okay.
Sure.
Chud asked for consent to continue this conversation more than he's asked for consent in his whole life. Are you implying Chud's a rapist? I feel like Chud's more of a. Is that okay? Are you okay? Is this okay? I feel like Chud's more of. I feel like that's probably more Chud.
Right. So first of all, let's get down to the brass tacks of this. Let's get down to the kind of chronology of this. Your video, first of all, okay? So, you have got a big issue with it being called grooming, but you accept...
You sure this is all right?
In your own words, it's inappropriate, right?
Yeah, like, totally inappropriate. Like, she should not have been doing that. I never said it was okay for her to do that once.
Okay. Well, okay, I would put wonderful. To you that the behavior exhibited here goes beyond being inappropriate and is so egregious as to not really warrant this, you know, semantic debate over whether or not it's grooming. This person was engaging in extended sexual conversations, talking about their fetishes, and sending them not safe for work fetish art, knowingly when they were 14. and the person was 20 and Synnibear's 20. Like, that's a bit more than inappropriate and could easily constitute grooming by some people's definitions, no?
Well, define grooming.
I mean, grooming takes many forms, but fundamentally it is engaging in behavior with someone in order to prepare them for a certain act, as a very broad definition. People are groomed into cults.
You guys are crazy.
There's forms of grooming that are like, you know, being groomed for a position at a job, which is more acceptable and obviously not got any sort of negative implications.
So Cinny was looking to get this person in their cult or hire them?
Okay, what sort of retarded point is that? I'm giving you a general...
Dude, Chud's face there.
Negative implications.
So Cinny was looking to get this person in their cult or hire them?
What was that little jolt forward?
So Cinny was looking to get this person in
this
their
guy's a
cult
raging.
or hire them?
Okay, what sort of retarded point is that? I'm giving you a general definition of grooming. No, you'll listen to me, okay? Because I've got a lot to fucking get through with you. I know more than you realise, okay? Now, here's the thing. What I'm trying to get across to you is that grooming can take many forms, okay? If you want to argue the toss with this about whether or not it's grooming, that's fine. You can do that. But you have said it's inappropriate. I'm saying it's way more inappropriate than what you're claiming, and you should be using much stronger language with which to decry it, and it makes the grooming discussion irrelevant. What does it matter whether or not it's grooming when this person was knowingly sending porn, by your own fucking description, to someone that was 14 when they were 20?
Mind if I go ahead?
Sure.
All right.
This is Chud in dad mode? No, this isn't even... Well, I mean, the way he's speaking to him, yeah, this probably is how Chud speaks to his kids, but it's not... I thought you meant to do with the pedo stuff, because he's not pissed off about the pedo stuff. He doesn't care. I don't think he cares about the pedo stuff. It's the fact that the fucking jar was going around trying to use, like, some fantasy connection with Chud to try and win the favor of some pedophile he was trying to fuck. Like...
Let me think here for a second.
I would advise doing so.
Okay, so... All right. What I'm trying to get at is when I hear the word grooming, like what everybody hears when I hear the word grooming is they think trying to get with the child, all this other stuff. I hate this term like dog grooming, all this other shit. Oh, it's grooming into a position of power, into a cult. It's just when people hear the word grooming, they immediately think of child grooming. And while I think what she did was incredibly, incredibly disturbing, I just don't think it's grooming, and maybe I'm being a little bit autistic.
Okay, but you didn't say... Wait a second. You didn't say in your video it was disturbing. You said it was inappropriate. You used lots of language that downplayed the severity of what happened.
I didn't know what other words to use aside from inappropriate.
Okay, but you understand inappropriate has also got an implication of quite a minor faux pas or a minor form of misconduct. And I'm saying this is way more egregious than that. A much stronger language is required.
Okay, we have like an hour and a half minimum of content to get through here, and we're already an hour away from, well, about an hour and a half away from when I would usually end stream. So we are going to have this on 1.25 to try and get through it a little bit quicker.
And not only are you not using that language, this tonight, you're also trying to fucking lawyer about the meaning of the word grooming. And I'm saying it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter whether or not it's grooming. This behavior is so egregious that all you do when you talk about and argue about whether or not it's grooming is you give the implication that you're defending this person, even if you're claiming that you're not.
I 100% get that. I really should have looked through my video more, and I don't want people to come away from my video thinking Cinny did nothing wrong. I just want them to think, hey, I don't think this was as egregious as I was led to believe. Because
this is the problem you've got. People are not just coming away thinking Cinny did nothing wrong necessarily. They're thinking JustARobot is a totally deranged freak for defending this individual. Does that not bother you? Does that not upset you?
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
What is that name you've just called Nick? What is that name you have just used for Nick? Oh, dude.
Absolutely, that does. Like, that's why I got such cold feet about this, and why I'm glad I looked through your video. That's why I reached out to you.
Right, okay. So you wanted feedback, primarily, is why you reached out to me. Is that right?
Yeah, because, like, I think this might be my Just Stop situation. Like, remember his clearing the air video with the Ellis Mark stuff, and...
Okay.
There's never been more
okay, right. Stop yabbing. I've got another point to make here. You yourself, in your video, you say that Cinny has engaged in behavior that groomers engaged in. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if Cinny is engaging in behavior that groomers are engaging in, is it not reasonable that people would look at that behavior and conclude that it's grooming?
No, it is.
Right. So you're saying it's reasonable for people to conclude it's grooming, okay? So why are you so bothered about people calling it grooming when you yourself are saying Cinny is engaged in that behavior? That's absurd.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is, I don't think it's grooming. I'm just saying if people come to the conclusion that it's grooming, that's fine. I should have made that clear in my video. I got to that part in your video, I listened to it, and I was like, yeah, you know what? I gotta take the fucking L on that. I was fucking stupid. Like, honestly...
Do you think you have been critical enough of Synnibear's actions in your video?
Chud bobs around like an angry owl when he's mad. That's so true.
Absolutely not. I will take the L on that 100%.
Okay. So, you accept that you weren't critical enough, and you accept that it's reasonable that other people say that it's grooming. The entire premise of your video is destroyed.
Well, the premise of my video is that, well, I think it's reasonable for people to think that Cinny grooms someone.
Look at him rotating his head. Look at him.
Absolutely. No,
Swivel that.
I will take the L.
Well, it's not taking the L. The complete concept of your video is undermined in 2 fucking concessions you've made.
Okay. I think you're misunderstanding what my point is.
Okay,
I should
go ahead and make your point.
My point is, I should have brought up, I can understand why people think this is grooming. That's what I'm taking the L on. What I'm not taking the L on is thinking that I don't believe this is grooming, because I don't think it was grooming, because, sure, it could have started off that way, but it never led to anything. And I'm like, there was no nudes exchanged, all this other stuff. And
do you think that grooming has to lead to a certain conclusion for it to be classified as grooming?
That's a good question.
And also, here's the thing. We don't need to argue the toss about whether or not it's grooming, right? Because creator to creator, what I'm saying to you as well, is why are you taking your channel that you've built, and why are you attaching it so closely to someone who's done such egregious acts to issue any defense? You don't have to say it's grooming necessarily, but through the entire video, you make endless efforts to downplay Synnibear's actions. You talk about how, oh, they only sent softcore porn, and oh, the porn was censored, right? You say that if people are sharing it publicly, well, they're basically doing the same thing that Synnibear is doing by sending that privately to a minor. The whole video is downplaying their actions. Please go on.
Can I respond to
yes, please do. Sure.
Okay. Thank you. So first, with the whole document thing, like people sending it to, like they're saying what she put, the screenshots they showed in the doc was her sending porn, and then they linked that doc themselves. I'm like, if you think this is porn, you shouldn't be linking it. I don't link porn under my videos. I don't believe you do either. That's what I'm getting at. And by the legal definition, this is not porn. Her character doing a sexy pose is not porn.
Do you think a character tied up to a post in a bondage-like fashion, do you think that is porn?
Suggestive and softcore.
It doesn't even matter whether it's porn. Whether it qualifies as porn might matter for legality. No one's pressing charges here. No one's getting arrested. Nothing's happening. So let's forget the legal bullshit, okay? Let's forget the legal bullshit. The obvious point, the thing that's going to matter is not whether or not the image is porn. It's what does the image show and what purpose is it being used for. The image shows characters, kids' characters, in sexualized positions. It is being used to introduce sexuality, to encourage discussion of sexuality with a minor. It's that simple. It's not about whether it's porn or not. That doesn't really matter that much. Obviously, it's a bit worse, I guess, if it's explicit pornography. It's a bit worse, but you would still make the same indictment of the person's character. They're still trying to do the same thing. The same act is still being taken.
For porn, yes. It's just, maybe it's because
it's porn then. I'm not saying it's hardcore. I'm not saying it's the most hardcore material going. But definitionally, it is porn. Synnibear sent porn at 20 years old to someone that's 14.
Yeah, maybe it's brain rot from anime I've watched. It's just, I see this stuff in anime all the time, so I thought, I saw this as a kid. Maybe I'm just being old-fashioned the way I'm thinking. Maybe I'm just being stupid. I don't know. It's just...
Okay, here's the difference, right? Here's one thing that's okay. Kid watches Naruto and sees the, what does he call it? The sexy jutsu or whatever? The gender bend jutsu? Kid watches Naruto and sees Naruto do the gender bend jutsu. Is it like super pro, targeted at kids? Like it's super good? For, kids should definitely be watching this all the time? Like, no, maybe not. How'd you say it's not jutsu? It's a jutsu, no? But if a trans person was talking to a kid and goes, hey, look at this this Naruto sexy jutsu. Wouldn't it be cool if you turned into a girl? Well, now all of a sudden, that's a bit different, isn't it? All of a sudden, we see that a bit differently.
Well, the old-fashioned take is don't send porn to a 14-year-old when you're 20. No?
Yeah, but when I hear people say send porn, what I was thinking was, like, when I first heard about this drama, people were making it sound like she was sending, like, dick pics to this minor. And when I think it's just when I heard about this, the bar was just set so high, and I thought this is what people were mad about.
Okay, but something can not be as bad as people are presenting it and still be bad.
Oh, yeah, it's bad. I agree with you there. I said in my video, I don't know why she did this.
Yeah, I don't know why she did this. And you're completely dismissing in your video the idea that it could be anything except them just being essentially a gooner. And I'm saying that there is behaviour exhibited here that could be indicative of grooming. And even if you don't want to accept that, it's still completely unacceptable behaviour, and it's indicative of an impulse control problem where they can't stop themselves from engaging in a sexual conversation with a minor.
Yeah, that is a big problem. I told her, like, don't ever do this again, but I can see that it's happened so many times.
It's all very well what you said to them, but in your video, the entire premise and the way you're presenting it is to downplay and defend.
I know, it's just I thought there were so many offensive videos out there that why can't there be one video going in the, well, aside from Kumo, another video going in the opposite direction? Like, I was trying to add...
Do you think there should be a video defending Jeffrey Epstein against his crimes?
Jeffrey Epstein, the gay serial killer, right?
No, that's Jeffrey Dahmer. Jeffrey Epstein is the billionaire financier who was a...
Okay, this is actually, I think this is a dumb example from Chud. Because, yeah, there actually kind of should be. There's, like, really retarded shit that people go crazy about, like, all the Epstein and Diddy shit, right? People will spin up the most insane, far-reaching conspiracies and allegations that you can ever... Where's my... I've got a video defending Jeffrey Epstein. So cool, man.
You know, on pretty serious charges. Was a convicted pedophile, in fact, and had more charges brought forward.
No. I don't think Synny is at that level.
Well, no, hang on a sec. Just to be clear, I'm not saying that Synny is at that level, but you said that you saw... But what you said was, there's a bunch of videos that are, like, going very critical on Synnibear. So your response is to put out a video that's positive. And I'm saying that's a flaw in your logic, because even if people are going too hard, you should look at the evidence and come to the best, most reasonable conclusion, rather than work for the premise of, I'm going to put a video out that's more supportive of Synny. You see that? Do you see what I mean?
I completely get it. That's why I did criticize her a little in my video, and I will completely take the L. I should have done it much more. I should have been way more harder on her, and I will completely take the L on that.
Okay, right. Now, there's lots of detail to get to in the video itself.
Yeah, it's not that it has to be a defense video for everyone, right? There doesn't have to be a defense video for everyone, but there should always be space for someone to come in and correct the extremities of allegations being made. You know, someone can be bad, but that doesn't mean you can just go fucking crazy with, like, oh, they're everything under the sun and I get to say whatever I want about them. So there should, obviously, if there are extremities that can't be justified being stated, then a video correcting that, a video pushing back on those ideas is always justified. I think there's always room for that.
But I'm more interested in sticking to what I'm concerned with, because the second aspect of this is your interview with Synny. How do you think that went?
Horrible. I should have been way more journalistic about it. I was very tired when it happened. Honestly, the only reason why I included it in my video is I thought the video was solid, and I pretty much just added it to pad out the video. I haven't seen your coverage of the call, but after watching it a few times last night, I could see, yeah, this was not smart of me how I conducted this call at all. I was way too unprofessional and friendly.
Yeah, I mean, what was your goal going into that?
Give me a second. I need to. My goal. I guess it was just to get her side of things. I guess that was it.
Okay.
And also to show, like, I was also going to reach out to Jack, but they never got back to me. I wanted to show that, like, because I've received criticisms of, oh, Jar, you don't reach out to people before talking to them, and this was one of the first times I've done that, and I clearly didn't do it right.
Sure. I mean, I don't know if this is maybe your first time doing this, or what the case is there, but of course, if you're reaching out to someone to get their side of the story, it's important to ask pointed, specific questions in a way that puts things to them to try and get their side of the story. And it seemed to me like you just wanted to have a chat and have a laugh and talk about other drama and present yourself as this person who's done this before and everything's going to be okay. Don't worry, Synnibear, we're going to sort this out. It was almost like listening to a defense attorney talk to their client. You understand that's like to me, a very big conflict of interest. If you're going to make a video about someone, it should be matter-of-fact business and to the point, right?
I know, it's just, I got convinced that after looking with what I had, that Synny might have been in the right.
It doesn't even have to be that. You can make a video on your friend, but you should clearly state that. Say that at, like, the start of the video, right? I'm really good friends with this person. I'm obviously going to defend them, but here's what I think of the situation. Well, that's fine to do. But he didn't. He comes in like, oh, I'm just an impartial observer, and, you know, no one else bothered to reach out to Cinny. I'm the only one doing it. You know, like, it's a totally different thing. The guy is just, like, so fucked.
Right, or not in the right, per se, but not a groomer, and a lot of this drama was overblown. Mainly because of the Pyro stuff. I mean, like, Pyro asked a 15-year-old to draw him as a thicker version of himself. He gets away with it, so I'm like, wait, how is that okay, but this isn't? And that's what I was, like, questioning myself on.
Okay, so without going too deep into the Pyro stuff, the basic premise there, and I've got, you know, a more critical aspect of Pyro than maybe other people do, but to fundamentally lay it out, Pyro benefited from two things. He had a big supportive audience, and also Turkey Tom made mistakes in how he approached the story, and he was heavily criticised. So what happened was people were able, because of like, the big audience, to turn a lot of it into a joke because of the absurdity of it, and people were also able to focus on Turkey Tom's bad kind of mistake there. So I think Pyro could well have received more criticism had that not been the case. But I think there's dynamics there that don't apply here that affected how that turned out. And the other issue, I think, is you're going back to this Pyro story. Pyro has got plausible deniability that he had no idea of the age of the individual when the more sexual stuff was happening. Whereas with Synnibear, Synnibear knew the age from the start and asked again. So Synnibear does not have that excuse.
I've heard a lot of people bring that up, and when I look at Pyro's video, he said, I played this clip in my video, he later learned of Ivory's age, and then, and I quote here, shouldn't have continued the furry stuff with him after that. And I was like, what do you mean by the furry stuff? Because, like, we saw what the other furry stuff was, so, like, what else was said? And, like, I'm surprised I was the only person who was, like, thought that was a little sus.
Well, here's the thing, and this is the other point of difference that I feel you've really failed to see here, is, to my knowledge, Pyro nor the other party released the entirety of these DMs to review. And so Pyro is able to hide behind a level of uncertainty of what was and wasn't said. And I can't speak as to what was and wasn't said. I believe the person was 16 when he found out the age, and Pyro was 19. I think they continued to have a kind of furry-esque, somewhat sexual conversation. But for me,
I think Pyro was either 19 or 20, but yeah, I get what you mean.
So the point is, there's these small differences. And when you get close to, like, the age of consent thing, you end up in situations where the slimmest of differences can make all the difference, you know? And a year one way or another can turn it from something that most people would see as acceptable to being totally unacceptable. And I know. And I think the problem is you're relying so much on this Pyro thing when there's differences within the story itself. And I'm very critical of Pyro. I've got a video where I've spoken about how I think it got off quite lightly. But, you know, fundamentally there are differences there. And the other problem is we can see all of Synnibear's logs. We can see every single message. Did you look at the messages between Synnibear and Eno in full?
Admittedly, no. I skimmed through a lot. I know that makes me a very big hypocrite, because I was like, oh, people didn't look through this carefully. And I saw some people, like, looking through it, but, like, it was just, like, I looked through the first doc pretty carefully, but the first doc just had so much nothing, just like, oh, her character is in a sexy pose. I'm like, okay.
So let me get this straight. You had access.
Yes, yeah, that is Pyro. We had that up a minute ago. Where was that? I don't think we have it up anymore.
Oh, how you doing, Char?
We had that a minute ago.
It was available because it was in a reply. Synnibear had put the link to the full logs that was available to you. Before you made this video hardcore defending Synnibear, you didn't even go over the full logs in any way.
I was planning to do that. I just didn't expect Kumo to leak my video. I was planning not today, yesterday. I was planning to upload the video today, but before I upload my video, I spend one day, like, double checking everything, doing extra research. And then he uploaded my video, and then I was like, oh, fuck, now I guess I have to do this.
Why? You could just say that's an early draft and there's new information that you're assessing. Why do you need to put it out quickly just because Kumo's got it out?
Honestly, I was panicking.
The fact that these speds think going onto Chud's stream is going to go well, is indicative their parents failed to properly socialize them and provide adequate early childhood intervention.
I don't think they think it will go well. Not at this point. He obviously did in the DMs. He thought he was going to be able to... that Chud was going to side with him. But I don't think he came on expecting it to, like, go well. I don't think that's the case. But I agree his parents had failed to socialize him properly as a child. Thank you for the $10.
Right, okay.
I didn't know it. I've never experienced that before, where someone takes one of my videos, especially on a topic this serious, and uploads it without my consent. That has never happened before. So I woke up, saw it, and then, like, panicked to upload it as quickly as possible. Now, I'm going to be honest here. even if he didn't upload that video, I might have still uploaded the video as it is. I might have gotten lazy and been like, I think I've done enough work already. I'll just make a follow-up later.
I think you're trying to piss on my boots.
He was already lazy. He was lazy the whole fucking time because he didn't care about the video. He just cared about getting in contact with Synny. That's all he cared about.
Raining. This is fucking nonsense. How on earth can you argue that you had a video, signed, sealed, delivered, ready to upload, and you may have looked at information that may have changed the entire premise of the video later? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Mr. Robot?
No, I did I did the same thing. You can ask my editor about this. I did the same thing because I had my old Synnibear video ready to go, and then I did a little bit more research. I was like, hang on, I need to change this. And I had it ready to go because I was afraid that when I reached out to Jack would have freaked out, and at least I had something to upload.
Okay, so as we're having this conversation now, you have not seen the full conversation and therefore cannot fully comment on the contents of the conversation. Am I understanding this correctly?
Yes.
Don't you see how bro, you have pinned your channel to the reputation.
The shit, Chud calling him Mr. Robot, saying you're delusional. You're living in Robo World. Shit like that is fucking so stupid.
Of someone, and you've not even reviewed all the evidence. What is wrong with you? What's wrong with your programming, Mr. Robot?
I was going to go through it. Trust me. I was like, I had this all planned out. It's just, I didn't expect things to get this complicated. And, you know, from what I've seen of the dog, like, she sung the song lyrics from I Like Big Butts and I Cannot Lie. I was like, why was this included? This is nothing. Like, I wanted to see, like, actual grooming, like, nudes being exchanged. Like, you know, something a little bit more serious than I Like Big Butts and I Cannot Lie.
Well, do you know where you could have reviewed that? The full logs. It's all there for you to review. I don't get this. This is absurd.
Oh, I know. A lot of people told me they thought this was a solid video, and I didn't think I needed to make any changes to it or do any more research, and I really fucked this one up. This is... I suck. Like, I really fucked this one up.
Okay, listen. I'm not going to put you through the messages. They are very bad, and I'd recommend you review them. However,
all right,
Mr. Robot, I hold all the keys. I hold all the cards. And I have another thing to put to you. Now, before I do that, is there anything that you wish to admit to me before I do this?
I'm trying to think here. Didn't expect you to ask that. Admit. Well, in past videos, I've said very sus stuff that people have taken the very wrong way, and I have been friends with people who've gotten exposed and, you know, cut them off.
Okay.
There's a lot I've done, and I just ask what is.
Dude.
What is it? And
there's a lot I've done. It could be a lot of things. I've got some regrets. Oh my god, dude. This guy's crimes are actually playing in his head right now. He's looking down at his hands and he sees red. He sees blood all over his hands. Oh my god. Dude, I fear that Chud's gonna do this to me one day, right before he shows logs of me, like, berating some woman in texts.
Now, before I do that, is there anything that you wish to admit to me before I do this?
I'm trying to think here. Didn't expect you to ask that. Admit. Well, in past videos, I've said very sus stuff that people have taken the very wrong way, and I have been friends with people who've gotten exposed and, you know, cut them off.
Okay.
There's a lot I've done, and I just ask what is it, and just ask what it is, because you know what? Maybe there is something, and I just want to rip the Band-Aid off.
Mr. Robot, your logs with Synnibear were leaked to me an hour ago.
Oh, okay.
And I've reviewed them on stream.
Oh.
And here's what I believe based on reviewing these logs. In the course of pursuing this story, you spoke to Synnibear, and you developed some sort of attraction or interest in them beyond the purely professional one. This has then led you to frame the video in a certain way, and this is the architect now of your pain. This connection that you've made, this non-disclosed connection, which is a complete conflict of interest and should never have happened. What say you?
I have no romantic interest. I'm very friendly with the way I talk. I can show the logs I've had with other people if they'll give me permission, but I'm very friendly. I have a girlfriend. I have no sexual interest in Synny at all.
But you, okay, let's say that. Go on.
No, actually, I want to take no. Okay. Maybe I do have sexual interest in Synny. I mean, I'm a straight guy. Come on. So I'm going to walk back on that. But I have a girlfriend. I'm not. What part of the logs would you like to go over with me?
Okay. So thank you for being honest there. Okay, I appreciate that. Makes my job a lot easier. Now, the first point at which I had probably the most initial concern is I'd like to take you back to you on the 29th of September. 8:58 p.m. Time zone unclear, possibly UK time. And you say, I presume it's some sort of joke, want to see my cock. In fact, I tell you what. And then you send a picture of a chicken, of a rooster, of some sort.
That's my humor.
Okay. Do you think it's appropriate to joke about sending a picture of your penis to someone who you're interviewing who is accused of grooming an individual?
Absolutely not.
So why did you do it?
It's just my humor. It's just what I do. I'm not
It's just
the
my
most mature
humor.
fellow, and I've sent this same joke to so many other people.
That was tomfoolery's excuse too, by the way. That was tomfoolery's excuse too.
Okay. I mean, presumably...
And Nux's. It's just memes, man. It's just memes, man.
You were not interviewing those individuals on the basis of allegations that they're grooming.
Yes, you're correct.
Okay. The second thing I'd like to bring your attention to is on the 7th of October at 12:28 a.m., I believe UK time. Okay? You requested a call, and in your words, I just need someone to chat with as I drift off to sleep. Can you explain that to me, please?
Yeah, I like to chat to people on my phone as I fall asleep. It's not a romantic thing at all. I've done it with guys, I've done it with girls. I just like to be on the phone with people as I fall asleep. I've done it with my roommate. He's not in right now, so I can't bring him in for this.
Okay.
It's just
without discerning the exact nature of this, do you at least understand it is completely unacceptable and a conflict of interest to make a video about someone, to ostensibly interview them to get their side of it, and have this level of personal conversation with them as well?
Absolutely. I shouldn't have done that, and I feel bad about that.
Dude, I was so happy that Chud started, because all I care about in this story, I don't care about Synnibear. I didn't cover this shit for a reason. It just was not that interesting to me. It wasn't turbo grooming, you know, like it wasn't textbook grooming. So it's like not that interesting, you know. It's like art commentary freaks being art commentary freaks. It's about what I expect. Yeah, the day ending and why. But this stuff, this idea that this guy was trying to vindicate a pedophile or an accused pedophile while trying to fuck her and using that to fuck her, that's content. So I was so happy when Judd started backing off of this here, because I was like, man, I hope I get a chance to fucking grill this guy. And I did.
I mean, this is an utter shambles, Mr. Robot, is it not? What the fuck is going on here?
It is. I shouldn't talk about stuff like this. How
do you think I felt when I was reviewing this? You sent this to me because, as you say, right, you wanted my opinion on it, and I'm just seeing all this atrocity on the screen, and then I get these DMs, and it's even worse.
Yeah. Like, I did not expect...
Yo, thank you, Biblic Accurate Angel, for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Huge W to Biblically Accurate Angel in the chat. Thank you.
You to get the DMs.
No, you didn't, did you?
No. I am a little shocked that those were leaked, but yeah, what I said was wrong. What I did was wrong, but I had no romantic interest in Synny at all. I'm very loyal to my girlfriend. I would never do anything like this. Like not like this. Like,
he's just so loyal.
Wise. And
listen, okay. Let me just give you this, okay? I will leave it for the audience to determine what they think about the nature of your interaction, okay? My concern is not about whether or not you're interested sexually, romantically, how loyal you are to your girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
Chat,
back off for this point.
The tea enjoyers, they may be interested in that.
Yeah, back off for this point. Thank you.
I'm personally concerned with the conflict of interest that it represents, and I think it is an utterly egregious breach of any sort of journalistic principle or standard, which is something I believe you yourself expressed concern about with people not reaching out to individuals.
Absolutely. I mostly... Oh, actually, now I remember. I talked to her a lot about the video and how I was nervous about how it would go down. Like, it did make me lose sleep at night thinking about the backlash I would get. Because I'm not very good with this kind of stuff, and I didn't...
Okay.
I just... Yeah?
You're concerned with backlash, okay? And I have looked at this on your request, and I've unspun this, and I've demonstrated the premise of your video is not only, to me now, broken, as you've conceded on 2 important points you were trying to make. The interview is absolute worthless, okay? And you have engaged in complete ethical breaches in pursuing the story. So you've done all of this, and now you're complaining about getting backlash. Well, you've done everything you possibly can to deserve it.
Well, like I expected the backlash to happen. Like I just didn't think it would be this bad. Like allow me to explain my thought process here. 10 years ago, I tried to defend this person who was being homophobic, 14-year-old girl. I got backlash for it. I didn't help her anymore. Eventually, people came around. Same thing happened again with Peaches when I refused to help her, and I realized I should have done that. And I was thinking, I don't want to make the same mistake again. And I pushed through with this, not having the right mindset or the right tools at my disposal. I'm not very good with this kind of thing, and I just felt like I needed to do this because I didn't want to not help someone like I've not helped so many people before. I didn't want to be a coward again.
Okay. Now here's the thing from one person.
I don't know if you guys have seen this, but saying Chud breaking up a relationship was unexpected. Dude, it gets so much worse. It gets so much worse. This guy's calling is bleak.
Talks about this stuff to another person that sometimes does, okay? You should never offer defense on the basis of something you've done before. You should always just look at a situation and come to the best conclusion with all of the evidence and information. I feel like you have let your ego guide you.
So much worse.
I've defended people before and it's worked out for me, so I'm just going to do it again. And this is your most fundamental issue that you've made beyond the conflict of interest, I think, that I've demonstrated. You've got a massive ego, I think.
Yeah, probably. It's hard to tell from your own perspective if you have an ego or not. But I will try to keep that in check more.
Okay. Now, there is one final issue with these messages that I must bring to you.
Okay.
Once again, the stench of piss rains on my boots, and you try to tell me it's merely water. You said earlier that you just wanted my feedback about your video. In the DMs, you say to Synnibear you're going to try and reach out to ChudLogic. Synnibear responds positively to that sentiment. And you then say, I think with his help, along with a recorded call on Jack, everything should go smoothly. What did you mean by that?
I thought I could get your help with looking over my video, giving me some advice, and also reacting to it, because from what I've seen from one of your older videos...
No. Everything should go... No. Everything should go smoothly. What do you mean by with my help, everything should go smoothly? What does that part mean?
Like, we should be able to get, like, people to realize that she is not a groomer.
Right. So you were trying to use my platform in order to spread your message under the auspices of, oh, I just want your feedback. That's extremely manipulative, and I'm amazed that you think I would fall for that. I'm astounded that you think you could pull a fast one on me like this.
Well, I did want your feedback.
Who are you fucking kidding?
I did want your feedback. That's why I'm here. I sent you the video. I was hoping...
But there was an unstated goal, which is to put the message out in front of a big audience, hoping I would sign off on it, and therefore it would help the story, and it would benefit Synnibear and you in the process.
Yeah.
You're a disgrace. You are a fucking disgrace to this platform.
I still wanted your feedback. If you wanted to tell me, no, I don't want to do this, I would have been like, okay, cool.
Okay, I understand. But you maybe alluded to the idea that you wanted feedback, or told me that you wanted feedback. Okay. But that was an unspoken goal, and you clearly had that in the back of your mind. And you were trying to use my platform to push your message forward and thought I'd give it a pass and thought it would benefit you.
Yeah, I did. I did. I absolutely thought you would help me out if... first, I was hoping we would be able to...
I can't get the Chud owl image out of my mind. It's so true, dude. It's actually fucked. You just notice him swiveling his head now. Just like, just... Oh, man.
Hang on, let me just calm down real quick.
Please do, by all means. I understand it's a different...
Okay.
It is, but, you know, I need to at least... I need to own up to my mistakes. So I'm just going to own up here. I really was hoping you could help me out with this.
As he cracks another Red Bull.
About, give me a...
Fucking 8 o'clock at night, 7:30 at night, fucking later than that, in fact, fucking 9 o'clock at night, cracking another Red Bull. Let's go.
Hoping you would help me out with this, because I thought you were more skeptical on this, and I thought when one YouTuber talks about something, it doesn't usually go over well, but when two do it, it goes over a lot better. And I always hear your name being brought up almost everywhere. Like I think even in what do you call it, the Noah Samson drama, like apparently he accused you a bunch of stuff, and I was like, huh, this guy just seems to be brought up everywhere. And I don't know you personally. We've never spoken until this day. I've only seen your one video on me, and I was hoping to get help from you. I absolutely was, but I also wanted your feedback.
Sure. So I mean, you know what happened with...
He's mentioned everywhere. Noah Samson videos, Rolling Stone articles.
Me.
It's crazy.
A lot of perspective on what it's like to be accused of something that is unreasonable, unfair, excessive, overstated, you know, slanderous, lies, whatever you want to call it, okay? But what it also gave me over time is a sense of, well, just because you were falsely accused of something excessive doesn't mean that everyone is going to be falsely accused of something. And so what it taught me is to be more discerning, scrutinize the information, scrutinize the evidence, and come to the best possible conclusion on the information in front of me. Because some people do bad things.
He's kind of like a news source. Yeah, like Asmongold, right? Like Asmongold is Nuxtaku's primary news source. Chud's our primary news source, right?
It didn't give me a bull in the china
right,
shop.
guys?
I need to defend everyone that's accused.
Who else?
Because sometimes people are accused of things and they've done something wrong and they need to be criticized for that. And so I think you've misunderstood what my vision with this stuff is. It's not just defend, defend, defend. It's give everyone a fair shake, give everyone a fair shot. And I did give Synnibear a fair shot. I looked at all the available information, including the DMs, and I concluded that the behaviour was totally and utterly unacceptable, even if you want to try and argue about whether or not it's grooming. You know? And I think you've made this mistake in thinking that I just defend, defend, defend. And I don't just defend, defend, defend. It depends on the context of the situation. You know, even with the antagonistic conversation we're having now, if someone came out with allegations against you that I felt were unreasonable, I would also defend you along those lines. But obviously, if it came out with hardline proof that you've done something completely unacceptable, I would have to condemn you accordingly. So it's about looking at things and looking at the evidence. Whereas I feel you're thinking, how can I defend this person? And I think that's largely influenced by your personal connection with them, you know?
Yeah, I think it was. Like, I think I was influenced. I wish I reached out to Jack first because I really wanted to get their side of the story. I just didn't think my video would get leaked and this whole thing would get so complicated. I should have done more research, and I do apologize to you if you thought my intentions were... No. I absolutely apologize to you for what I said about you. I should not have said that. I should have said, I will speak to him and see if I can get his help. I should have said that first. I completely apologize for that, and I take the L on that.
See, this is where it gets difficult because you're conceding on everything, and I feel, you know, you start to, as a human being, I start to feel bad. But, you know, you've behaved very egregiously, and I don't want to hammer the point home. But, like, what is to be done about this situation?
All I can do right now is unlist the video. Let me do that now. Or, private the video.
I mean, you know, I need to understand that you're not doing this just because of the pressure. You were doing this because you recognize you've done wrong.
No, I was raging when he did this, because I didn't have a copy of this video ready to go. I was absolutely fucking seething. I did not have a copy of this video ready.
Absolutely. I done wrong. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to bring this to the Synnibear situation. Yeah, I should have brought up that she also realized she done wrong.
It was like second time in 1 week.
I was
crazy.
I had a lot of confidence about this, but also a lot of unconfidence about this. Like, it's a weird feeling to be very confident and unconfident about something at the same time. And I wanted to reach out to people, make sure this went perfectly, and, well, it clearly didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't looking for any particular outcome. I just wanted to talk to you about the video. If you feel
I'm happy you did, because here's the thing. I'm so unconfident about this, and from what I've been told, you're a pretty intelligent guy, so that's why I wanted your perspective, because I'm going to be real here. I'm not fucking smart. I'm not smart at all. And, I mean, you can clearly see that this might be the biggest fuck up I've ever made on YouTube. And I really am glad that I got to chat with you, because if I am in the wrong, I will happily take down my video. I've been lied about plenty of times, and I've always fought back against people slandering and lying about me. I'm not fighting back this time because I know, after chatting with you and watching through your video, that I am in the wrong here. Okay,
let's talk about your response to this then, because I've seen you in the replies, you know, and they call it spurging, right? So you are repeatedly and excessively responding to criticism.
Oh, absolutely.
What's that all about? What's going on there? Why did you do that?
I think I just got angry and kept on going on and on, because I think what my perspective was, this is not the first time I've used a safe word clip. The first time was in the Mari and Cal drama, and, you know, I helped her out of that. Like, she still got canceled in the end, but I disproved the allegations against her. But point is, I'm going off topic, sorry. Point is, I used a safe word, like, hey, say it was avocado toast and no one did it. So I was hoping to do that again, but then after a while I started to realize around like the time right before I went to bed that, oh fuck, people are actually watching the video, and oh fuck, they're disagreeing with me. Oh fuck, I really fucked up.
Okay, I mean, yeah, it just seems like, you know, you were overconfident. It's this ego thing, and it's like, I don't know, it takes me to tell you that? Like, where's the fucking self-reflection in yourself to recognize this?
I don't know. Like, I was also very unconfident simultaneously. My roommate was out on the trip, and I usually go through my videos with him so he can, like, tell me if I'm...
Safe word? He said pineapple soda in his video, and you had to write pineapple soda in your comment to prove you'd watched the whole video.
too egotistical, if I need to word this better or word this differently. And he wasn't home, and he was coming home. He came home the day I actually uploaded it, but that was because of the Kumo thing, and I really feel like I fucked up the situation, and I think I was somehow unconfident, but also overconfident at the same time. I was way too confident that this would go over well, because, I don't know, I was just stupid.
High on ego, high on past success. Also, I mean, the other problem I've got with this too is, and look, I'm not here to defend Synnibear, as I'm sure you can tell, but
I can tell.
But you, in your actions, have given this kind of false hope to Synnibear by acting like this is all going to be okay. When I think any reasonable person is looking at this and going, yeah, Synnibear's toast over this. This is like too much to overcome.
Okay, I can completely understand where you're coming from. 100%. It's just...
Okay, well, that's not true either, is it? You can literally do anything online. Like, let's be real. You can do anything. As long as you've still got a YouTube account, still got a Twitter, still got editing software, and still got a PC, it literally does not matter what you do. Just make another video.
I helped Peaches out a lot. It was not just me, it was a bunch of other people. And her backlash was like worse than the backlash Antunes got, if you know what that was. And it took a long time, but we got her out of it. I was only one small person who did that. So I thought, oh, this is surprisingly the backlash Synnibear was getting wasn't as bad. So I thought, oh, there might be actually.
Okay, so this is what I think. Let me just lay it out for you. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, so your personal attachment. You have said, you have expressed some sort of sexual interest in Synnibear already, okay? The full extent of that and whatever, we don't need to get into, but I'm saying that, blinded you to the reality, and that led you to make these statements to Synnibear because you were too close to the story. That's what has happened with that.
Okay, I just want to make this clear. I just mean that as in, I'm a heterosexual male. I mean, I find many women attractive.
Dude.
I mean, I'm sure you find many women attractive as well.
Of course, but then you've got to make that distinction of... it doesn't matter if you find them attractive or not. You need to literally put that to one side on your head, and it's fucking business mode. Ask the questions, talk to the person. And you clearly didn't do that. You let yourself get wrapped up in it, and were making all these odd, weird comments throughout the call and in the DMs.
It wasn't letting himself get wrapped up in it either. That's the thing. It was very targeted. It was like he had a plan, basically.
It's quite like manipulative, I think, for what you've done in terms of how you've interacted with them.
This guy's a more Bo Black's version of Bo Black's. I feel like Bo Black's is like Charmander. This guy's like Charmeleon, and Chris Chan's like Charizard, I feel like that's how it is.
You've given them false hope. You said you basically said I'm going to be your knight in shining armor. I'm going to come along and save you. I'm going to do my best to save you. And it was dead from the start. There was no way you were going to save this person when the DMs were leaked. No way.
I have an absolute hero complex. I can admit to that, but like I don't think, from my perspective, I wasn't giving them false hope because I saw what other people went through and how much worse the backlash was, and I thought. I was comparing this to a Pyro drama, so I thought, okay, if Pyro could get out of it, I'm sure you can too. If Peaches can get out of it, you can too. And that was my justification. I think you're misunderstanding my intentions here by thinking I'm manipulating her to, I don't know, do something with her and save the day. Like, that was not my plan at all. I mean, I'm happy with the relationship I'm in.
Sure, but then the thing is I think that the manipulation aspect comes in that you're like asking for phone calls with this person. You're presenting yourself as, I'm going to do my best to save you. And by the way, can we have a private conversation where I fall asleep to you? Like you're accessing contact with someone that you wouldn't otherwise have, using this story as the leverage to do so. Is that an unreasonable take?
Although it does get worse.
I wouldn't have gotten contact with them if it wasn't for this situation. I will admit to that. I had no interest in what was happening until now.
Dude, I keep getting this dissident drama account. Have you seen this? I keep getting this dissident drama account show up in my Twitter feed. It's like an America First, like Groiper fucking news account. And it just put up a tweet. Many people are saying Anakin Skywalker is a symbol of white identity. And then a picture of Anakin Skywalker and then a swastika. And then Kanye wanted to rape his wife's mom while she watched, according to new lawsuit. Jesus. Okay. Crazy.
I mean, these DMs tell a very troubling story of you continually talking to them about things outside of the story and even discussing framing your video in a certain way to defend them whilst you're asking for sleepy calls with them.
I know, but a lot of the calls were about the situation. In fact, I think maybe all of them were. I can't remember because I didn't record them all or any of them.
Okay, but So you were unsuccessful in having calls, but you still asked for them that weren't about the situation. I mean, you wanted that to happen. Whether or not it did is another matter. But you were wanting those calls to occur. You wanted a more personal connection. You were pursuing a more personal connection. Whilst you were trying to do a video about it that's supposed to presumably be unbiased, while you're telling them you're going to frame it in a way that's going to benefit them.
Admittedly, I just wanted another commentator. Admittedly, I will admit to this. I want another commentator in my corner because I had others in my corner. Lio, you've seen what happened to him.
Yes.
Peaches, she's gone. Doodle Tones, she's gone. I feel
this guy was saying he was friends with Lio Convoy. Like, dude, okay.
alone now. Like I'm just standing here and I need someone there to like look through my videos and say, oh, hey, can you change that or can you change this? Like I love my roommate and all, but he doesn't know like this kind of stuff. He doesn't know like drama stuff.
So you specifically went about this in a way. One of your goals was to get the person who's accused of grooming and is engaged in egregious behavior in your corner because you wanted an ally.
If I could prove that they weren't a groomer, and yes, I did want an ally, yes, because Peaches became, I guess it was because Peaches became my ally after I helped her out, or him, or whatever pronouns they go by now. And I went about this a very stupid way. I really thought I had something here. I thought my video was going to be pretty solid and it was going to change a lot of minds. I was clearly overconfident in that fact. And then I was hoping, oh, now I have this person who will help me out.
I mean, you know, it's like each thing I point out and you're, you know, sure, maybe, you know, I can't prove of a direct sexual interest, right? I can't prove that. I can only point to things which seem to indicate there's a hint of that at least, right?
Yeah, you can.
Sure. Right. But the thing is, you know, whatever the reason, whether it's sexual, whether it's to get an ally, whether it's to get a friend, whether it's to get someone to talk to on sleepy, lonely nights, it's insanely unethical. And also it is leveraging contact that you wouldn't otherwise have because your sole reason for reaching out to this person is to report and talk about what happened and their alleged grooming.
Yes. Yes. Wait, actually, I zoned out. Could you repeat that? I apologize.
Dude.
No, it's fine. I'll put it very simply to you, okay? The reason I use the word manipulative specifically is because the manipulation is in that you have got somewhat of a captive audience. This individual has got no allies left. Everyone is leaving them to the side. And you come along on your horse, knight in shining armor. I've got a hero complex. I'm going to save you. And then you have a push for a more personal connection with this individual, including sleepy phone calls. So you're, you know, taking advantage of this captive audience scenario to do this as you're one of the only people in your mind that's going to help them.
Well, a few others, but yeah, I think I had a very big lapse in judgment with that, and I have removed my Synnibear video, and I will be going over a lot of the proof you've presented, because now, seeing into this light, I do see the issue with it, and I will be taking the L on that. I will be going over that in a follow-up video. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Okay, yeah, okay. It is very dumb. But you understand, like, what I'm pointing out to you, I'm not trying to use too strong a terminology here, but, you know, Synnibear is there. Synnibear is alone, okay? You're the knight in shining armor, right? And then you're trying to capitalize on the situation, pushing for more personal contact. This isn't just a lapse in judgment, right? It seems like this is quite targeted and specific in what you're doing. Like, you've thought about this. You've considered this. You want an ally, so you're going to capitalize on their situation and try and bring them to your corner.
Yes, I absolutely did that. That was stupid of me.
I mean, you know, like, is this the first time this has happened? Have you done other things like this before? I don't know the answer to that, and I don't know if I can trust you to answer me honestly. But it's
first time I think it was with Peaches. Although other people were helping Peaches. I think that's all I can think of off the top of my head.
And then, of course, your behavior leads me to another point. In that I feel like you were trying to kind of ice out this Kumo person.
What do you mean?
Well, you know, you were approaching this and talking to Synnibear about Kumo, and although you didn't explicitly say it, the kind of implication that I got was you were trying to present at least a lightly negative implication about Kumo before he leaked the video, right? But
yeah, I don't have the highest opinion of the guy, but I do think he can be skeptical in the right area sometimes.
So I think we get Kumo come on later, so I don't know if we get all the backstory here. We also have all of Kumo's DMs with Synnibear. I don't know if we'll get through all those tonight. We'll see.
I mean, there's a whole history with Kumo. I'm not going to get into it right now, but...
Well, Kumo wants to call in and talk to you. Is that acceptable to you?
After he leaked my video, I'm not okay with that. Anyone else, I would be, but, like...
Anyone?
After he leaked my video, I just don't want anything to do with
anyone
him.
Else honestly, you'd be okay with? Anyone?
Yeah, I just don't want to have anything.
Okay, well, listen, I can't pressure you to do
Jeff.
anything. I can only put it to you, and you determine, obviously, if you want to talk to him or not. You know, I mean, I just think I don't want to put any pressure on you. You know, it feels like you've had a lot of shit to say about him. I think I probably have to give him a right to respond at least.
Oh, you absolutely should. I think he has every right to respond to me. It's just, I don't think I painted him in that negative of a light. Like, I did say some nice things about him in my video, but I don't know. I think I really fucked up this situation, I think. Mind if I leave for 5 seconds? I need to grab a water.
Please, by all means.
Thank you.
Well, what's going on, guys? Just waiting for the water perspective, the water angle, the water thing.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, if that...
Sparking Zero is difficult to play on stream because it fucks up my connection, which really limits my ability to play with people in ranked. It might be a bit better if I play team battles because there's more people on those. But, guys, if you're in discord.gg/Kuihman, in fact, this is a great time to do a shill. Let's lead into it. Guys, 259 people here right now, 145 likes on the stream. If some of the 114 or so people who are watching right now but haven't liked the stream could do so, that'd be amazing. Hugely appreciated. Freeloaders could help out. That'd be great. You can move your cursor thumbs up and click it, or press thumbs up on your mobile device. That'd be hugely appreciated. But that'd be really epic. That'd be cool. Now, if you want to take your sport further, you can donate directly through Stream Elements. You can buy membership to the channel. You can gift a membership to the channel. You can gift multiple memberships to the channel randomly throughout the chat. You can buy a super chat, which will highlight your message and read it out on TTS, or you can buy a super sticker, which is a YouTube image or GIF that will be highlighted in chat, and I'll describe it to you. Now, guys, you can go to reddit.com/r/Kuihman, twitter.com/Kuihman, or you can go to discord.gg/Kuihman. And if you are a Sparking Zero Chad, a really epic Sparking Zero player, we're currently talking about doing a Sparking Zero tournament, probably in the next couple of weeks. Before the end of the month, I expect it'll be. That is currently in discussion. I have spoken to DK about it. DK has said if we get it going, he will join. I imagine Stylo will be there. There are also others in the gaming channel that are interested. So guys, discord.gg/Kuihman, okay, in the gaming channel, epic stuff, big Sparking Zero players, big Metaphor Fantasio players in there right now. Huge stuff going on. Okay, so make sure you join discord.gg/Kuihman. Okay,
If that's your decision, that's fine.
It is interesting being on the other side of this for once. Usually I'm the one not on this side, but yeah, I'm probably going to get a lot of videos made on me. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate, and I'm going to have to admit to my wrongdoings in a video. I don't agree with everything people have been saying about me, and like I even seen your video. You agreed with some of my points.
Well, okay, that's true.
Oh no, what is SS doing? Oh no, what is Source and Support doing? What is this? What is this? Oh brother.
When I think it's undeniable that there's a case to be made there, like this birdie person and the GoFundMe, I think that is a very uncontroversial take. And I'm sure that people are just disagreeing with you on instinct on every part of the video. And I would not do that. I think there's a couple of good points made in there. But it's like a couple of good points and a boatload of terrible points and all the other issues that I've expressed. So it's overwhelmingly bad, even if there's a couple of good points. You know? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. This was the biggest fuck up I've ever made on YouTube, and I'm going to take the L for this. I'll go through everything I did wrong.
Okay, well, listen, look, you know, I don't want to belabor the points again and again. I feel like I've made my point. You've made concessions. You've taken the video down. So, you know, I'm cool with that. However, there is someone in chat who I think covers this stuff more. Are you familiar with FPS Diesel?
FPS Diesel. Diesel Patches?
No, Diesel Patches is another YouTuber. But people are asking about FPS Diesel coming on. No pressure, of course, to any party. But if that was the case and you were happy to talk to them, I don't know if they got anything to add.
Diesel. The name does sound familiar. FPS Diesel. FPS. I'll look them up on YouTube.
Okay. I mean, look, I don't want to put any pressure on you to talk to anyone you don't want to, and I am purely doing this for content's sake. Don't get it twisted, okay? I've not got your best interest in heart. This is all about content for me. But if you want to talk to people and take some licks, I'm happy to facilitate that, and it seems like some people are willing to, even if you don't want to speak to Kumo.
FPS Diesel. Okay, I found the channel. Yeah, I've seen them before. I've seen their video on the Fall of Yandere dev. Yeah,
I mean, obviously, I'm assuming FPS Diesel has got something to say. I mean, I don't know. People in the chat.
No, bring them on. Like, they haven't done anything too terrible to me, as far as I'm aware.
I just think they've got more knowledge of the art community, and whilst I feel like I've, been quite fair in this, I don't want to miss anything, and just make sure everything's covered.
Hey, what I care about most is people like actually getting the truth. I fucked up, and if my video is bad, then it's bad, and I have to take it down. Yeah.
So scuffed. Yeah, it's this one guy who has a bunch of bots that spam this in like every chat.
If you're there and you want to hop on, just add me on Discord. It's ChudSpaceLogic. Kuihman wants to come on. Apparently, I don't want to like bombard you with loads of people that are just going to shit on you.
I hadn't even said anything, by the way. I try not to ask to get on Chud's stream. I try to just see if he wants me there. But everyone was fucking spamming for like so long. Everyone was fucking spamming. It was so obvious. It's so funny, man. It's so funny. It's so transparent to me. It's so transparent how the audience works. When you go after Bobby, when Bobby's in good standing, you're such a piece of shit. You're trying to make him kill himself. The reason you're bringing up the fact he bought a house next to train tracks is because you would love to see Bobax kill himself. That's why you're talking about that. It obviously wasn't what I was saying. Everyone fucking hates you for it. Then there's someone they hate, and they're like, "Oh no, bring Kuihman in. Bring Kuihman in now. Get Kuihman in here now. Get Kuihman in here now." I gotta see this guy die. Like,
but
it's so transparent.
Just hash it out, and I can be a fair adjudicator of everything. If people have been unreasonable, I can act accordingly. But Kuihman, if you're just going to come on and go on about this guy being autistic, I don't think that's reasonable. We need to just be a bit more chill, I think. Okay. Right.
Wait, what about autistic?
Oh, Kuihman is very Kuihman is autistic, but I think he's got this kind of internalized thing where he goes super hard at autistic people because of that. You see what I mean?
No, I don't think autistic people deserve.
This is Jewish. This is Jewish behavior.
Within reason, I think my autism is not what's holding me back. It's me being stupid. Like neurotypicals make mistakes all the time. I made a mistake.
Sure, I just don't want to subject you to someone that is going to be very brutal and vicious to you. I think that would be unreasonable. So as long as Kuihman could be chill, maybe he can come on. FPS Diesel is going to come on though, so let me just add him real quick. Okay, you might need to join the call.
If anyone wants to cover my video and make fun of me, I can't stop you. Go for it.
Okay.
I need to learn from my mistakes, and if I don't get bashed, I'm not going to learn.
Okay, so just bear me a second, and we're going to add FPS Diesel real quick. So, hello, FPS Diesel. I think this is the first time you've spoken, I believe.
Yeah, I believe it has. What's up?
Yeah, your reputation precedes you.
Apparently it does. I'm glad that you've watched my Yandere dev video, Jar.
Thank you.
So, okay, I'm going to be honest. I was a little rough on understanding what was happening with this Synnibear groomer individual, right? But I'll tell you why. Here's why I heard about this, and I got interested. Because I heard, Jar, you were getting a little, like you were starting up trying to start up a relationship with them, or be a little, like, cordial.
I'm just friendly the way I talk, and I have a girlfriend. I'm not interested in a romantic relationship with any.
When did you get in a relationship?
With my girlfriend?
Yeah.
She's gonna hate this when she watches. It was about 2 years ago. I think our God, she's gonna strangle me when I don't remember the anniversary. I'm just
so this
really
is just a lie, right?
But yeah, we've been in a relationship for a few years, and we're planning out a trip to see my parents in San Diego right now.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, that's a long time to be in a relationship, man. 2 years is pretty serious.
Mm-hmm.
So,
like, dude, it's so obvious. Mm-hmm. Like, this is not how normal people lie. Sorry, no, not how normal. It's not how normal people talk. This is how someone lies. Well, I'm fucking retarded. This is how someone lies when they're going, mm-hmm. Just like trying to cut it off, end it. Mm-hmm.
I know you work with a lot of different artists and in many communities for your things, but you know, there was an artist that you had sent very interesting voice memos to one time, and you know, the funny thing is like you had started kind of a professional relationship with them, but then over time, you started asking them to get in personal calls all the time and asking to hang out and be friendly. So I just find it a little weird that you were in some like quote unquote 2-year-long relationship. Now, Chud, I have a clip to share, and I will send this to you now.
Okay. I'm not sure where this is going, but I will certainly play it.
Me neither.
Oh, I mean, you know, it's content, but I wanted the context for how long Jar's been in a relationship. This is a conversation of Jar asking an artist for a thumbnail, and for some reason, this was how he responded. Now, the artist in question sent a GIF of a cat saying yes, but let's just look at the tone here, okay? I just think it's quite interesting.
Oh, you can share your screen, your end if you want, because maybe that's easier.
Okay, yeah, I actually have it up. Here we go.
Okay. Right, what is this?
Yo, you're all good. You can finish it up tomorrow, in fact. Yeah. What a cute little pussy.
Tell me when you guys are done with the clip.
I think we heard it from your end, Jar.
Oh, you did? Oh, you want me to finish it?
I mean, that's the whole clip.
Oh, it is? Oh, it's...
I was about a cat, by the way.
Yeah, I was talking about the
cute
cat.
little
Again,
pussy.
same with the cock. That's just
What a cute little pussy.
And it's not weird for you to be asking this artist for personal chats all the time and then sending messages like that? Like, it's appropriate?
I guess it's not. I should probably work on that.
Now, if you have a professional relationship with someone, Jar, do you think it's okay to talk like that? Like, imagine you said that in an office. You'd be in HR's office.
Definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, this was eventually going to, like, I knew that the way I joked around would eventually catch up to me. This is why I can't hold down a job, to be honest. And yep, this is me out there.
What are you fucking insane to say that? What are you talking about? You can't hold down a job because you're going to talk about the cute little pussy?
Okay.
What?
Okay, let's shorten up.
Just humor like this. This is just like my sense of humor.
FPS Diesel, I fear you've come in here without a serious point and you're just looking to embarrass this poor robot. Is that correct?
Chad, I have a confession to make. I believe it is.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize he was going to do that. So it's just some embarrassing clip from a little while ago.
It's fine. I think I deserve to be made fun of for the stunts I've been pulling. I will also go over this in my follow-up video. Like, if people want to make fun of me, like, I'm not a pussy. I can handle a few jokes being made at my expense.
Okay, I mean, you know, that's good-natured, I guess. I'm being asked to deploy the Jew, the autistic Jew.
Well, thank you for having me on, Chud. Jar, you have a wonderful day.
People begging for it.
Pleasure, thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm going to shut up.
So, listen, this guy can get a bit vicious sometimes, but I will make sure that he is on his best behavior, because I understand this is quite difficult for you, okay? But...
Well, I think no, it is difficult, but I think I need to get, like, made fun of for this. I mean, like, it's like just stopping the Ellis Mark thing. He had to deal with it. A lot of other YouTubers had to deal with getting bashed by fuck-ups they've made, so I think I deserve everything that I have coming to me.
When someone is liked, the community want to shield them from you. When they're hated, they want to lock them in a cage and watch you tear them to shreds. When people crash out, they're fed to the drooling attack dog.
You're a predator, bro. You're preying on pedophile pussy on the internet.
Whoa, Kuihman, calm down. What the fuck, dude?
Well, I'm a huge pedophile defender, as everyone knows, okay? So there's one thing I can't stand, okay? And that's seeing Jar here, looking for vulnerable pedophiles online for him to fuck. This is... You're coming into an allegation, and just immediately presenting yourself as a saving force here, and then going on a video and saying the kid started it. Like, how did you first become aware of the situation? Like, what was the first piece of news you saw about this?
The kid started it. Line was about how people said, oh, Cinny groomed them into being inappropriate, and it was like, no, Cinny didn't do that. That's all that line was supposed to be in reference to. No, I have never seen Synnibear's face ever. I have borderline no idea what she looks like. What
was the first piece of news you saw about this situation? What first got you interested?
What was it?
Kind of Jack's video.
Right, Jack. Where did you see this? Where was this coming from? I'm just wondering, what was your mind state going into this? What were you seeing?
Well, my mind state was at first, oh, maybe there's a predator. See their response video. Oh, I'm a predator. Oh, I guess they're a predator. Then I see some people questioning this just a little bit, and I'm thinking maybe this is not as cut and dry as people once thought. Maybe I should reach out to Cinny. And ultimately, I think I should have just been like, fuck it, upload the original video before this all happened.
Okay, no, there's something that's not true. You didn't say, oh, maybe this isn't clear cut, I'll reach out to Synny. When you started speaking to Synny, you already had a narrative. You'd already decided that Synny was innocent because in messages laying out your questions for Synny, and in the questions you ask her on the call, you make it clear that you think Synny is innocent.
Yeah, that's that. Well, not innocent, just not as guilty as people painted her as. But
well, you're putting like things in your messages saying like you're saying it's a setup when you're asking her questions.
Wait,
you're saying that if the victim was friends with the person who wrote the document, then it was probably a setup. That's like something you wrote in your questions for this person.
Hang on, let me scroll back up.
I can. I've got this here somewhere. If you wanted to read it out exactly.
Yeah, I already found it. I just need to know the number. Set up. Which question is it? I'm dyslexic. It's hard for me to find it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't actually find it exactly. Give me one sec. And
just pausing that. That went over my head. I did not hear that earlier when I was actually on the call. I did not hear that. I would have laughed so fucking hard if I'd have heard them say, I can't find it, I'm dyslexic. Fuck me. Yeah, I'll run it back. I'm just shut up until I'm off the call.
Which question is it? I'm dyslexic. It's hard for me to find it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't actually find it exactly. Give me one sec. And
it was something about asking if Tenno or No or whatever the name was friends with someone, then it was probably a setup.
Can I post? Let me just screenshot it and post it in chat so you can see it for yourself.
Okay. There we go. Thank you. Here we go. Right. So it's on the screen.
Yeah, so which question?
So question number 4. Is the 14-year-old friends with the person who made the doc? Because if so, this might have been a setup. So you're coming in here with pretty strong narratives.
Oh, okay.
You weren't just coming in here impartially, were you?
Well, I heard that they were, but Synny confirmed that that wasn't the case as far as she was aware. So, yeah.
Right, but even if they were friends, how would that imply it's a setup? The only reason you're implying that it's a setup in that question is because you've got a predetermined notion about the validity of the case.
What my thought process was maybe No being not No, fuck. Synny being stupid would have been like convinced
How do I make money off depressed people?
Hang on, sorry, I'm trying to think of what my thought process was back then. I think Synny would have been encouraged to talk to this person like this, and I was just trying to see if this was a honeypot situation. Even if it was, it wouldn't have it wouldn't be that much. I just wanted to get confirmation on it.
Oh, that's another thing actually. In the call with Synny, you actually mentioned that you almost got by what you described as a honeypot, right? What was all that about? You
that was I told the whole story. Some 14-year-old was like, I want to make you Hopi, and I was like, oh no, I know where this is going, block. That was the whole story.
What do you mean by you know where this is going? You said in that video as well that you cut it off because it was a honeypot, right?
I think that was the terminology I used, but it was like a 14-year-old or possibly someone pretending to be a 14-year-old trying to like get me in a situation like this, and I was like, no, I'm not interested. No, thank you. I didn't even respond because I was like, Nora, what I respond with is going to be taken the wrong way.
Oh, so you didn't respond. There was no response ever to this.
As far as I can remember, I mean, it was a really long time ago.
Okay, so anyway, back to the message. You were saying, so you went in with a predetermined notion here. You had already decided, because we can hear it in the start of the Synny call. You had already decided that Synny was innocent. You were saying, oh, you're going to get through this. Oh, it'll be fine. Oh, these are just things you got to do to get through this. Oh, you've already decided where you lie on the facts of the case when you start talking to Synny.
Yes.
So I am just wondering, but you are presenting it as though you came in impartially. But you did not. You very clearly went in with the motivation to defend Synny.
I went into that call with that's for sure. I just, with the situation itself, I was impartial because I was convinced Synny was 100% guilty at the beginning, but then I started thinking, you know, maybe this won't go the way I think it will. Like, maybe there is something I'm missing here. And then that's when I was like, like, I've been having doubts about this whole drama since I began my original video about this. And then I was like,
Yeah, here's the thing, Jot, is that the one thing that came close to even, like, attempting to defend Synny in any way that could ever be received well is pointing out that, or well, trying to point out, because it's actually true, but trying to point out that the grooming checklist doesn't apply to the situation. And that's a point that I just heard Kumo saying like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. So it seems like you just came in looking for a way to defend Synny and latched onto the best narrative you could. But really all you cared about, you didn't care about defending Synny, you didn't care about making the video. You cared about getting close to Synny. Because your entire setup here has been not, I'm going to do a bunch of research and lay out very clearly what the issues with this case are. Not, I'm going to go through the logs and point out how it's not grooming. It has been, I'm going to use the situation to get in a call with Synny, sit there and act friendly to Synni, and then collaborate with Synni to make a video. That's been your game plan.
I mean, I don't think the word collaboration. I mean, is it a collaboration?
It is collaboration because you were asking for thumbnails and shit, dude. You were absolutely collaborating. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I tried to get multiple thumbnails. I mean, I wanted to get
not that interesting,
but I ultimately didn't use it, mainly because Synni asked me not to. But yeah, yeah, I guess that's fair. Collaboration, that's a fair term. But no, I was not trying to use this to get with Synni. I can understand how it looks like that.
But every action you've taken, every step of the way has been purely oriented around getting you closer to Synni and not towards any actual goal. Your video fucking sucked because you couldn't be bothered to read the messages, and you didn't do any independent research like what Kumo had already done for you on a stream like 2 weeks beforehand. When you spoke to Synni, you spent 0 time interrogating her actual side of the story, or interrogating any of the facts, or interrogating what she thought she did wrong, and spent all the time trying to build a rapport with her and build connection. And then you spend more time afterwards jeopardizing the story, bitching and complaining about the fact you can't fall asleep, you need someone to fall asleep on call with. And then when Kumo turns around and tries to clean up after you, you say, oh yeah, that Kumo guy's backstabbing us. Yeah, you shouldn't trust that Kumo guy. You shouldn't trust, because you're very clearly feeling insecure and threatened by Kumo. So every step of the way, all of your actions are oriented around trying to fuck some freak pedophile online. That is all you've been interested in.
No, that is not true. I have no interest in Synni. I haven't even seen a picture of their face. If Kumo wants to get with Synni, if that is the case, go for it. I don't really care about that. My problem, I started saying that when Kumo leaked my video, and I was like, what the fuck? And like, you can say that's cleaning up after me, but like, you know, what would be cleaning up after me would be like messaging me on Discord, hey, don't go through with this. Like video or whatever, or like, hey, this is what you should change about it. Like, I feel like I'm being treated very.
Didn't Kumo send you a message saying like, your friends were right, don't release the video, or whatever the fuck, or take down the video? What was
yeah, but he didn't see the video yet, and I really thought this was going to go by differently. And
okay, but you just said that if he was actually trying to clean up after you, he would have been trying to stop you doing stuff, but he was trying to stop you, but just he wasn't educated enough for your liking at the time. Even though you haven't even read the logs that your video is about. You haven't even read the logs your video is about, so I don't know why you would think that someone has to see the source material to know.
You know what? Like, I don't think... Give me a second. I need to think.
That's fine. Go on, Kuihman. Let's chill out for a second. Let's JustARobot here process that in his CPU, okay?
I mean, it's been a very stressful last couple of hours.
Sure.
But no, I want to make this clear. From my perspective, he didn't want me talking about this situation because it didn't go so well for him, so he assumed it wouldn't go so well for me. I don't think... I thought my video would go by a lot better than it actually did, and this is by far the dumbest thing I've ever done on YouTube. I absolutely take the L on that, but I have no... aside from having Synni as an ally, I had no interest in Synni.
What's it like? Because you already admitted you had sexual interest in her earlier. Right? You said, I'm a straight man, of course I've got sexual interest in Synni.
Well... I mean, I haven't seen what they look like, but like, as a woman, I'm going to find a woman attractive. I'm going to find women attractive.
You've got that little autistic niggling in your brain where you hear a female voice online, you see a female cartoon character online, and you're like, whoa, female cartoon characters are so fucking hot. I want to fuck that female cartoon character. And now you've oriented your entire online content creation career around
this. I guess so. I mean, you see a hot cartoon character. I mean, I've admitted that Jade Animations' cartoon is pretty hot, but like, I have no people can make their avatar look like however they want. I'm not bald in real life. I'm actually
it's influenced you, hasn't it? You've looked at that little cartoon avatar and you've thought, I can protect that little cartoon avatar. And so you've done
I did not think that.
I feel like you probably have, because you've admitted to having sexual interest in this person you've never seen. They're just a disembodied female voice who's being a pedophile. So,
I mean, you're going off on like bringing up my autism when it comes to like cartoon avatars, but it's also, you can also say it's my autism when I say, well, like, of course I will be. Okay, sorry. But of course, I'm saying that as a straight male, of course I'm going to be attracted to a female. That's all I mean by that. I really should have been more careful with my wording there.
Sorry, repeat that last bit.
Sorry if I stutter.
He said he should be more careful with his wording.
I mean, before that, he should be more careful with his wording about what? About being sexually interested in Synni, or?
No. I mean, like, as a straight guy, of course I'm going to be attracted to women. Like, if she was a guy, of course there would be no attraction there. I was very autistic with my wording.
But it's not just like a generic, I like women, is it? You were specifically having interactions with this person where you were trying to have them call you while you were in bed. You were saying you needed help falling asleep.
Okay,
these are like specific. It's not just a general. I like women because I'm straight.
I see what you're getting at now. I was not choking my chicken to her voice or anything like that.
I'm not. I wasn't even. I was not even suggesting that. I was not even implying that.
Thank you for letting us know.
That's what I'm.
Okay, well,
that's not the direction.
We pretty much just talked about the situation, and that's pretty much it. Because like I was very nervous about this. I was losing sleep over this, and I think I did fuck things up. And you know what? Maybe this is the thing that will finally take me down off of YouTube if this is the narrative people are going to go with.
Okay.
I don't know how.
The narrative people are going with, you are in multiple. Diesel has just come on here 2 minutes ago. You've been in multiple people's DMs trying to build relationships with them through content or content creation, and then immediately turning it into a nice pussy. Do you want to see my cock? Like this is it's a pattern.
Yeah.
We're looking at multiple instances where you're behaving this way.
It's my sense of humor. I've said this.
No. This is retarded bullshit that like sex pests try and pull, where they'll say, "Oh, it's just my sense of humor," or "Oh, I just joke around like that with people." No, you are deliberately You are deliberately bridging the gap between platonic interaction and sexual interaction. That's what you're attempting to do. You're attempting to blur that line and bring those two together by saying, "Hey, want to see my cock?" And then maybe she goes, "Oh, that's not your cock. How about I see a real cock?" or something to this effect. You're opening the door. You're putting your foot in the door. That everyone can see. That's what's happening.
Trust me, it is my sense of humor. That's all I can say. I can show that I've done this with other guys. Like, if this is the case, if I did have sexual interest with Cinny, actually, no, that doesn't work because, like, it didn't last long enough. Well, the other artist, the other person who sent you that, oh, fuck, wait, that also doesn't work. That was actually about, I think that was actually about the Cinny thumbnail. Well, I can prove, if I make my follow-up video and I prove that I've talked to other people this way, that, and, like, it never escalated, will you at least, like, take that into consideration, that this is just my sense of humor?
Yeah, if I can see interactions where you're talking to a guy, where you've reached out platonically to a man of around your similar age, and you've started saying, "Want to see my cock?" and asking for late night bed calls. Yeah, okay, I'll believe you. If you can show me that, I'll believe you. I'll say, you know what, this guy is just a freak to everyone. I don't think that's what it is it? It's going to be one time we made a dick joke to one of your friends, but it's never going to be the bed calls. It's never going to be the, "Oh, we're going to get through this, Cinny." It's never going to be any of that, is it? Because that's very specific language that you would use when you try to build a close relationship with someone online.
I can see that. I can see where you're coming from. And I have had late night calls with other people, like just falling asleep talking.
We've all sat in VCs. We've all been in VCs on Discord, okay? We've all been in late night VCs. Everyone's done that. We're not talking about that. We're asking about you laying on your bed, saying to someone, "I'm having trouble falling asleep. Can you call me?"
Sure, I'll try to get you that.
Okay. I hope.
Kuihman, any other comments on broad?
No. I think you covered the video mostly. I just cared about him preying on pedophiles. It's disgusting. I can't believe it.
Well, I appreciate you. Sorry, go on.
I'm not the next Coyote Lovely. God damn it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I appreciate you coming on and putting that to him. Thank you very much, Kuihman.
All right, I'll catch you later. Thanks for having me on.
No worries.
Yeah, I'm going to have to respond to a lot of this stuff. And I'm not going to lie. I knew I was going to get backlash for a Cinny video. And right now it seems like it's worse than
Who's we? What do you mean? Guys, everyone's been in a late night Discord VC. Guys, stop acting like I'm the only one who's ever been in a Discord VC late. Cut it out.
My girlfriend just said she's watching the stream and she's not. She's shaking, so I'm going to talk to her about this. She can get. Like,
Look, listen, mate, okay? I'm not looking to cause you fucking personal problems here, right? I'm just looking to expose what I think is egregious behavior. But if you've got shit to sort out, you go.
They didn't hear about the whole EDP situation. Now, technically, this person hasn't done anything illegal yet. You can still date someone underage without having whoopee with them. But the thing is, people still consider it grooming and it can evolve into a problem. Does anyone expect this person to date a minor?
Sort it out. I mean, you know, that's not really my concern. My concern is that he does something wrong and calling it out.
That's fine. That's fine. It's just, I did not think those messages would be seen that way, and now I feel like, now I really feel like I really fucked up, and I really should watch what I say nowadays. I just...
Listen, I don't want to, you know, string you out forever on this. Like, we can call it a day there. I don't think anyone else really wants to call in and has got any questions for you. I think we've covered it all pretty, you know.
Yeah, this is the biggest L I've ever taken on YouTube. This is, I
do not be falling
really
asleep in
VC.
Okay,
people would think I was having, I didn't expect people to think I was having woo conversations with Synnibear. I didn't think that would, like, come to the conclusion. Anyone would come to that conclusion. My mind's a mess right now. I'm just going to be rambling.
No, sure. I mean, Nicholas Diorio's here. I don't know if he wanted to ask any questions or if he knows about this. He probably just wants to hop in and play Fortnite.
I have a quick question. You brought up Nicholas Diorio in your video about me. Like you said, he fucked up too. And in a way, and I was like, wait, I don't know this. I don't know Nicholas Diorio that well. So what did you mess up on if you said that? If I misheard.
Oh, no. I think, no. I'm Turkey Tom. I was talking about Turkey Tom messing up the pirate situation.
Oh, okay. Well, the problem is, like, I don't think I can handle much more. Like, I think...
No, listen. I don't want to, like, fucking fuck your life up. I don't want to mess things up with your girlfriend. I'm just, calling it as I see it and trying to be fair, If you've got stuff to sort out, you don't have to stay here. Go and sort your life out, I'm not keeping you here.
I know.
If you've got enough to talk to everyone else, that's fine.
If I misheard...
Oh, no.
And in a way, and I was like, wait, I don't know this. I don't know Nicholas Diorio that well. So what did he mess up on if you said that? If I misheard...
Oh, no. I think, no. I'm Turkey Tom. I was talking about Turkey Tom messing up the pirate situation.
Oh, okay. Well... The problem is, like, I don't think I can handle much more. Like, I think...
Listen, I don't want to, like, fucking fuck your life up. I don't want to mess things up with your girlfriend. I'm just, calling it as I see it and trying to be fair, If you've got stuff to sort out, you don't have to stay here. Go and sort your life out, I'm not keeping you here.
I know.
If you've got enough, you don't talk to anyone else, that's fine. I'm not a monster. I just want a bit of content out of it. I've got that, and I've said my piece about it, and I think that's fine for me. If you've got nothing else to add, we can end it there.
She just told me she doesn't want to be in a public call. She wants you to tell the chat that, I guess, but she's...
No, I'm not looking to fucking do public counseling. Okay, listen, you go. You should leave. Let's leave this. Let's end the call. You go about your business, and we'll leave it there. Okay.
Okay. Well, I want to still thank you for calling me out for this.
I know. I'm just trying to be fair in all of this. That's all.
I know. Sorry, my mind's going a mile a minute.
No, let me look. Okay. Let me say this. Okay. Lots of fuck-ups here. I'm not looking to fuck your life up, right? I'm not looking to destroy your channel. I've just tried to be fair in all of this. If you've got personal issues you need to resolve the back of this, you need to go and deal with that. I think you've done the right thing by taking the video down. And, I mean, that's all I can really say, yeah.
I just never thought things would get this bad. I didn't think... It's going to suck now because people are going to paint me as the next Coyote Lovely, but, like, I swear I had no romantic interest.
Smaggle Daggle in chat. No way Smaggle is in chat going, is this guy a sped? No way Smaggle is in chat saying, is this guy a sped? There ain't no fucking way. That's crazy.
But no, I don't think people
will. Well, look, to be clear, I talked about that a bit. I personally didn't pursue...
Why does he talk so fucking slow? Nah. Take it easy there.
That was everything I was talking about. That's Kuihman has put that to you, and you've answered accordingly. I don't think it means everyone is going to see it that way, and I'm sure there's people that will disagree with that analysis. But I think you've left yourself open to that by engaging in the conversation the way that you did, and that is the fundamental issue here.
Absolutely, I agree with that. I'm going to have to apologize to my roommate because he told me, like, I think something bad is going to happen when you do this, and I thought, it's something I can't handle. Holy fuck, I did not expect I did not expect half this shit.
I think your roommate and your girlfriend, I believe, both told you not to release it, and I think they had your best interests at heart. And I feel like
they did. But they more so thought, like, you're going to have to fight for like 6 months doing this like you did before, and we don't want you to see you stress out about that. And oh boy, this is not a fun time for me. But, after 10 years of being on this platform, I knew eventually my day would come when people would point and laugh at me. I kept on saying in multiple videos, one day I'm going to be the one that people are going to laugh at. I knew that was going to happen, and it finally happened in a very, very avoidable way.
This guy's so fucking retarded.
Okay, well, listen, I will end it there. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate your time, and all the best.
I'm just looking forward to the 20+ videos that are going to be made about me.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this segment's going to go up. Other people are going to watch this and comment on it. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's going to be a tough couple of weeks for you. And I think the best thing you can do is So go on.
At the same time, I've seen people get backlash. Like, you've seen what Turkey Tom went through with the pyro stuff. You've seen Vosh expose his folder of horses and anime children, which, like, I'm going to be honest here. I'm so glad I'm not that guy.
Well, yeah, but here's the problem.
Oh, jeez, there's gonna be a lot of videos about this. Oh, jeez, there's gonna be a lot of videos saying I cheated on my girlfriend with a pedophile. Oh, jeez. Oh, shucks.
Though, do you have it in you to ignore the worst of what's being said about you and just keep pushing forward? I don't know if you do. I feel like this is going to crush you, and it's going to be your own design.
We'll just have to find out. We'll just have to find out if I'm man enough to handle it or not. We'll just have to wait and see. The only time will tell with that one. I'm not the toughest guy, so I think, who knows, maybe this will be the final nail in the coffin for me. Or maybe I will bounce back from this stronger than ever, or weaker than ever. We'll just have to see. And are you adding Nicholas to your okay?
What do you want, Nicholas?
Listen.
Cinema! 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 Martin Scorsese could never. Oh, you're adding Nicholas Diorio.
This will be the final nail in the coffin for me. Or maybe I will bounce back from this stronger than ever, or weaker than ever. We'll just have to see. And are you adding Nicholas to your okay?
What do you want, Nicholas?
Listen. 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tonight. We're going to be saving your relationship. Okay, we just gotta set this whole thing up. Get the two of you guys in a call. We can fix this situation. We're gonna do some love phones. A relationship hangs in the balance. Okay. I think that's the pitch.
I won't lie. I'm glad he's having fun with this. Like, at least if people are making fun of me, I'm at least glad they're having fun with this. But like,
Dude.
Hey, Nicholas Diorio, love your content. I'm
my
pretty
God.
sure you're gonna make fun of me
God.
for this. And if
Oh
you
my
want to,
God.
I can't stop you.
I just think that we should save this whole thing, dude. I think that we should figure out
This
this
is
whole
rough.
thing, get it all out in the open, and save your relationship in a open setting.
Wait, you mean my relationship with my actual girlfriend?
Yes,
Or...
we should bring her on, and you guys should have a public discourse conversation to come to an agreement.
She's not interested. She's not going to do that. I will have to talk to... I'm going to actually call her after this whole thing is over.
Dude, tell her the pitch. I think it's a fantastic career move, and I would love to host it.
So true. So
All
true.
right,
Pitch it to her.
She'll probably say no, but I'll run it by her.
Don't push her. Don't push her. Don't go over the line. But I'm just saying,
Oh.
it's a great idea, and I think that
No. Tell him no, thank you. Tell him no.
Okay, all right.
So I think no means no.
Nicholas
and,
is
like,
not concerned with boundaries, clearly.
All right, I'll let you guys get back to it. I'm just trying to make my bit.
Oh, I can't even imagine, dude. How is your life in a situation where you are getting spam messaged by your girlfriend, begging you, pleading you? No, don't feed me to Nick. Don't say the name. Don't say that stupid name. Don't feed me to Nicholas Diorio. Don't feed me to Good Lips Diorio. Don't drop me in. No. Oh my God.
Okay, listen, mate. Look, okay, I feel like you're just hanging out here, and it's like, you know, you got shit to deal with. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get any people that are gonna shed more light on this. I think you need to put out a response, sort your life out.
I'm gonna be working on that. It's gonna be like that Just Stop thing, except for what Just Stop did wasn't nearly as egregious as what I did. That's like that's the really sad part. Like, what I did was far worse than what Just Stop did. So, and Just Stop was a lot more beloved than I was. So, I don't know how this is going to go for me. I kind of felt like my time on this platform was slowly coming to an end, but
this is Nick when he sees this guy's girlfriend. Okay, he sees this guy's failing relationship.
The River King.
Call me king, call me demon. Water forgets the names of the drowned.
Tom Kench is a silver-tongued demon who toys with the helpless and desperate, feeding his ego before devouring his hapless enemies entirely. In-game, Tom Kench is a tanky monstrosity with enough raw stats and utility to slip into either a solo lane or supporting role. Once he's chosen his role, he uses his imposing size to swallow his enemies and ferry his allies around the map. Tom Kench's passive is an acquired taste. He applies stacks of his passive to enemy champions he strikes with basic attacks or damaging abilities. Once he applies 3 stacks, well, he can do things to them. We'll get to that in a minute. Tom Kench can apply passive stacks to multiple targets at the same time, which fall off after a few seconds. We'll start with Tom Kench's W, Devour, because it interacts with a couple of his other abilities. Tom Kench swallows a nearby target, then spits them out a few seconds later. Aside from that general rule, the ability behaves differently depending on whom or what he noms.
Okay.
You know, it was nice while it lasted.
Okay, and one final thing. You know, I'm not saying you should talk to him. I think quite the opposite. You shouldn't talk to him, in fact. But, you know, it's only fair that Kumo's part of this. I'm going to bring him on after to say his piece. So, fair's fair. I've got to give him a chance to respond to some of this.
All right. And hey, if there was something I was mistaken on, or hell, if there was something I lied about, I'm totally willing to do a follow-up call, because my mind is just going a mile a minute right now. I'm just so dizzy with everything, and pretty sure Kumo is going to say some very not nice things about me, but like I fucked this whole thing up. I'm a big fuck up.
Okay, well, you know, we'll leave it there. Go and sort your life out. If you want to come on and talk again, I'm happy to do so. I'll be as fair as I can. And we'll go from there, okay?
Well, I need to go use the restroom.
Okay.
Bye.
All the best. Bye-bye.
Okay. Guys, we're going to call this there. Because we still have more to go over. There's this whole Kumo angle to go over. I've got DMs. I've got leaked DMs of Kumo and Synny that apparently Chud was given. I want to go over those. I want to go over Chud's chat with Kumo. I want to see what's going on with this Kumo fella. Chud looking straight at the screen. Catch second Nick calling. Oh, yeah. Sure. We'll do that first.
Stop making...
What do you want, Nicholas?
That was so awesome. Bro, can you stop making people delete their fucking videos? I got this one in time. Asshole.
So true.
I'm still trying to get the other one.
I'm not doing it intentionally. I'm honestly not trying to, you know, I never say to anyone, delete your video.
This is like Larix if he ended his stream every time I went live, but also made the guy delete his video before I could start my stream, just to fuck me over in return.
Listen, I don't want to get a reputation, okay? I'm just calling things as I see them fairly.
Dude, right? You're like an assassin. You keep assassinating the content. You're fucking creating non-tent for everybody, you dick.
Okay. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like I didn't do, you know, I called it as I saw it. He obviously agreed with my criticism. I mean, you know, I don't want to suck myself off, but like, yeah, I mean, I was correct about everything I was saying about him. He's obviously got some issues.
You groomed that guy into getting fucking annihilated for like 4 hours. That guy just would not leave. Dude, he got annihilated for so long, he goes, all right, dude, I am down, though, to do a second phone call. Did that break your brain when he said that? He wants to come back.
Well, I think that's a product. Like, obviously, you know, I don't want to completely wreck the guy. I'm not looking to destroy anyone. It's just, I was just calling things out. And he just go like, yep, that's right. Oh, I'll delete the video. Cool. I don't know, bro. Are you going to cover any of this?
Yes, I'm probably going to go live tonight. I literally... He saved it in time. Holy shit, this is so fucking funny. I can't believe it. I was watching some of this with Augie earlier, because he's like, JustARobot was kind of a reoccurring character from After Hours, because we got into like a fight with him 3 years ago or something.
Well, I don't know how much you've seen, but the craziest part of all of this is he sent me the video and asked me to watch it on stream.
Yeah, he's like, oh, Nick, I respect you and your content or something like that. I'm like, I don't think we left on the best terms last time we interacted. I don't think he remembers I remember who he is.
Yeah, I mean, I covered him back in my soy days, and I think I gave like a fair criticism of his video. That's where I remember him from, being like a rant.
Yeah, you used to be like a turbo trans conservative, right?
Yes, exactly. That's exactly it.
I mean,
progressive.
A communist.
Well, sort of, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
So true.
But in any case,
I've seen the Chud video about Mr. Robot. Mr. Robot. Fucking hell, I'm saying it now. About JustARobot. I won't be able to find it now, will I, with this shit? Oh, no, it's here.
It has been a little while, but I thought it was time for us to do a little react. We do a little react. It's called We Do a Little React, okay? To Ransona. And to one of them. They've been around for a while.
Who's in the chat there? Rabid Wombat.
This is how not to get canned the video, because...
It's all time.
Tell you what, that memory
and you suddenly screamed out other
about
maybe you're against you and they were associated.
So, but the right? No, was the point much any N-bomb?
Dude, this was...
Yeah, like his channel, he probably came a moment. Should avoid that, like, for like, what few Murray, that's like, what part, and, you know,
half his names.
Which we call for, you know?
Travis 222, I remember
the idea around, okay? Particularly annoyed or frustrated with these old...
Video as to when I got...
So long ago.
Yeah, distribute all the wealth, dude.
Well, sort of, I guess.
Oh, that was post-chase.
Some perspectives like that. To be honest, some of my... No.
Basically, Chud's whole... Anything Chud's done of note was basically post-chase, pretty much. Pretty much. He was like... Chasing made him. Getting exposed as a guy grooming 30-year-old trans women made Chud. Essentially, you know. Not totally. That's not true at all. But he got attention from, obviously, DGG around that because of that. Grooming allegation because of Destiny covering it, and then that gave fuel to his growth, and also kind of changed the content direction a bit. I think.
Really fuck the police, but some of my fundamental positions haven't really changed. We don't need to get into the politics of it.
You would totally fuck the police until like that black guy started tailing you at VidCon. All right, then after that, you became a conservative. You can link the time that the black guy started calling out your shit on a fucking live stream to your political shift.
No, dude. It's not that simple, okay? I was never really anti-police. Anyway, dude, I don't care about my past politics. It's about fucking JustARobot. And basically, he sent me this video, and apparently, he said to me it was to get my feedback. But then there's these DMs that have been leaked of him and Synnibear, and apparently he wanted to, like, use me as a tool with which to put the message out on my stream.
Yeah, and he used to be friends with Vivian, Wolf, and Demon Mama, and he used to kowtow to fucking Lady Raincloud in chat and shit as well. It was wild. Wild times. Wild times. Me, DK, and Stylo fixed that. Forever, too. Mainly forever, to be honest. Mainly forever. With the threats of digital rape.
Because obviously I get a decent amount of viewers.
This is your Mama Max.
Well, yeah, but the difference is, unlike other people, I smelled it straight away and called it for what it is. I didn't fucking prop him up for years, did I, eh? Not that you did that, but you know. Anyway.
Totally mogged.
Anyway,
I got mogged, bro.
Well, you know, we don't need to get into the ins and outs of that. But so what else are you covering tonight? Why don't you show your stream before I speak to Kuihman?
I think that's literally it. I didn't know if I was going to do a stream this weekend again, but I mean, this is obviously a whole stream's worth of stuff to go over the debate and go over the video. But yeah, no, it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be good. What are your thoughts on Jesse Gender?
Bro, I covered that yesterday. For way too long, to be honest. Jesse Gender, did you watch any of my coverage? It's like
no, I can't watch that stuff, dude. It's like H-Bomber guy. Like
yeah.
Worse.
It's the classic thing of like, there's problems with YouTube, but it gets overstated to some crazy degree, and then things that aren't even YouTube's fault get attributed to them, and that apparently is destroying creators. The best example of this is the copyright thing. They're claiming that Content ID is like a bad system that's YouTube's fault, so that bad things come of it. And it's like, well, they're just trying to adhere to copyright law in the best way. It's
scary. Dude, it's really scary. There are YouTubers that are twice my size, like add us all together, and they don't even know how the copyright system works on the platform. That's got to be like the first thing you learn.
Insane.
Imagine getting a partner.
Nick is so right about it, dude. Big YouTubers are so fucking dumb. It's like the more time I've spent around content creators, it's like you think, at least I thought, I don't know about you guys, I thought when I was like totally on the outside, oh, someone with like loads of subs who's getting decent views is gonna make decent money and probably knows what they're doing on YouTube. No. They're broke and they've got no idea what they're doing. It's fucking crazy. Totally insane. People have been around for like 10 years. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of subscribers. Loads of views over the course of their lifetime. And they're making $600 a month. And they're bitching about copyright constantly. Bitching about YouTube TOS. They don't know what's TOS and what's not. Just so fucking wild. Claiming they're getting shadow banned. Claiming they're getting deboosted. It's just like absolutely insane.
Manager, and them having to explain what like the difference between a guideline strike and a fucking copyright strike is.
Yeah, that's something that I think before we were really talking that much, I covered before, because people were framing Content ID claims as like a hardline copyright strike. And I always found that to be like wrong because it's not the same thing, you know?
If you ever want to watch the most painful debate in your life, did you see the dog pack stuff where he was getting accused of doing the gay frogs created trans people thing?
I didn't see that, but I covered the Serial Guys video earlier.
Yeah, so someone exposed his dog pack's opinions on like how
I watched some of that soggy cereal video last night on my off time. I thought that video was really gay. I did not like that video. I think it's pathetic. I think it's disgusting and spineless. I feel like a communist watching like capitalism incorporate, or like a punk watching capitalism incorporate punk, you know? And being like, what the fuck? That's how I feel right now as I watch these fucking losers like Soggy Cereal and Raymundo2112 sit there and make these videos complaining about YouTube slop, but they sit there and self-flagellate and grovel and suck cock the entire time. Oh, you know, there are some slop channels that actually do really good work, like Mutaha and Charlie. Like Mutaha and Charlie they do really amazing stuff, and Oompi do really amazing stuff. They make slop videos, but they do such amazing stuff. They do such great research. So I don't really mind that they do slop. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. No, he said almost exactly that. He said, you know, they make slop videos, but they're pretty well researched, so I don't really mind that they do it. Pretty much exactly that about those three people. Name by name. It's disgusting. It's so ill. Just caving to the fan bases. Because you know they've just got popular, optically clean, unassailable opinions that you'll get shit on if you say something bad about them. Don't be a fucking spineless bitch. Say Mutaha's videos fucking suck. Mutaha's videos do fucking suck. All of Mutaha's videos suck. Especially the deep web exploration ones, the ones that you liked and the reason you started watching him. All of Charlie's videos suck. All of Oompi's videos suck. Name a good Oompi video. Name a good Oompi video right now. And no, you can't count the one where he's crying about being scammed for a candy machine. As much as that does bring great schadenfreude.
Pollution created trans people or something, his theory on it, right? And he sources this guy Oki's Weird Stories, who was covering like how the chemicals in the water really did turn the frogs gay, and he's conflating that with like humans. But
right.
The Oki's Weird Stories guy and me did a debate on copyright, just to loop it all the way back, and he had fucking no idea what he was talking about. Like, he didn't know what safe harbor was. He didn't understand what the content ID system was. He didn't understand, like, the legality and how this... Like, I'm explaining to him, like, you have to fucking write your local congressman. It's probably not going to do anything, but it's more than sitting here just blaming YouTube for it, because you don't even know how it works. And that guy had, like, an hour-long debate where he was, like, saying that YouTube should create, like, a strike system or something. It's brutal. You should watch it sometime. You'd really enjoy it. It'll rip your hair out.
Yeah, like... Content ID is okay. I get it's annoying if you're an editor, you know, to edited videos, but like it's probably the best solution to this problem that we're going to see on the creator side. I don't know what you think about that, but what's the alternative? Like, what is the alternative to this system? I don't think there is a good one.
I got a partner manager recently. I think they sent me out to get one, and I'm wondering now if I get any of those free YouTube or perks.
What?
You know what I mean? Because you ever see this happen where like people reach out to their partner manager and then shit just gets fixed?
Yes.
I'm gonna start like testing the water and seeing what these people actually do with this.
Wait, you got an invite?
I got an invite on my second channel to get a partner manager, so I'm gonna test this theory and report back at what happens.
Dude, okay, that's good to know. I can take advantage of that in the future, hopefully.
Yeah, we might actually get some help around here again after all of our fucking resources were cut off.
Okay.
It's kind of weird that I got that out of nowhere, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I got an invite to something, but I dismissed it. I don't know if maybe I should have. But I'm sure.
Maybe they're pushing it out to more people.
Awesome.
Tom told me he got one time, and the person didn't even speak English, so it's not really much to.
Oh, okay. So it could
jump at right now. It could be total bullshit. I mean, they could have just like hired off the entire wing of like one of their content facilities in fucking Saudi Arabia.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, I need to bring this Kumo fellow on, but it's been a pleasure as always, mate. It feels like it's been ages, hey?
It was nice to see you not like the biggest chaser on the stream for once.
Oh my god. Fuck you.
Have a good day, buddy.
Catch you later,
Peace out.
bye-bye.
Someone sent Nick the clip. That's funny. That's funny.
You got me. You got me at the
We'll
end.
be raiding him
yeah?
anyway.
You fucking got me. Anyway, let me bring Kuihman in.